Know me, I can sometimes be a little bit of a snob. I'll overpay for things because I'm told they're fancy and they're the way to go. So I bought one of those $200 fancy schmancy French mandolins. And I never use it because I use my Kitchen Master. As silly and light and fluffy as this model looks, it's the one that I use every single day for perfect, even, phenomenal slices of potatoes and tomatoes, of onions, to get all the corn off the cob for my young children. It really is a one-of-a-kind workhorse product. When I think about the price per the use, I mean, I spent not even pennies on this. It is a phenomenal, easy to use, easy to clean, fast solution that will replace the 7 other mandolins that you used twice and then threw in the back of the drawer. This is the one you'll actually go to every single day. It is at a special holiday price. In January, the price is going up. It's $5.50 off the price today, and right now it's available in all colors. For anybody that's worried about safety concerns, it comes with this great little gripper, which will grab onto your fruits and vegetables so that you never get a knuckle anywhere near the blades, and it even doubles as a juicer for your citrus, for your oranges, for your lemons. It's a genius, one-of-a-kind product. It really is. As simple of an idea as it is, it's one you'll love, it's one you'll use, and you can get it today for $6 on any major debit or credit card. Kat Chancey is joining us. She's one of our resident HSN chefs, always working behind the scenes on our kitchen shows here on HSN, and she's gonna be the first to tell you, in her own home, she uses this all the time,
I use it all the time.
And you're just
work
like me, right? You bought
and at home.
You got convinced to buy one of the fancy schmancy expensive ones.
And I've worked with a lot of people, and I've owned all of theirs.
Yeah.
And this is my favorite one. This is one that I use the most, and this is why. Look how fast I can do this. So this is an English cucumber, which are about twice as long as a regular cucumber. And look at how fast I just did that. For your salads, for everything. And look at how perfect and evenly sliced that is.
Which you would know is super important when you cook, because if it's uneven, it doesn't cook evenly, right?
Absolutely, it doesn't. You'll have some that are burnt, you'll have some that are undercooked, and some that are like, okay.
Right.
You know, and it's hard to do that with a knife.
Okay.
Even, you know, I'm very skilled, but I can't do that fast and that easy without using this. And it's perfect. And you know what? It's really nice when you're making salads, because it's we're getting into a new year and we want to try to be a little bit more healthy about what we're eating, right?
Well, and prep is always the challenge, right?
And prep is the challenge, because if it's going to take you a long time to do it, let's be honest, we're just not going to do it. We just aren't going to go there.
And what's really nice about it is there's all these different settings. It's not 17 different pieces that you take off and put on, right? You just twist some knobs to get different types of cuts.
Yes, and it has actually 8 different settings, and you can hear it actually will click. Wipe this off, I just got this a little bit dirty. So it does 8 different ones. You can do really super thin. Hear that clicking? It goes all the way down for 8 different settings, which is really nice, because I just did the zucchini. You don't want the zucchini to be too thin, because it cooks super, super fast. So you want it to be, you know, a little bit better. And look at how perfectly it's sliced. You just put that in a saute pan real quick, and you have a nice healthy meal.
Look, there's a reason that we've sold over 9,000, and that's just since we've gotten this back in stock. The truth is, I've been here at HSN for almost 8 years, and I believe in that time we've probably sold 80,000 of these. Now, if you want orange, for some reason everybody loves their Kitchen Master in orange. It actually is the one I bought, and I'm not an orange guy. I think it's because of the citrus vibe.
Right.
If you want orange, it is our most popular, it is our most limited. Now, it comes in blue, it comes in orange, it comes in black, we have it in green, we have purple, we have red, and we also have it in turquoise. Now, all you have to do is select your color, and we'll ship it to your door for only $6 a month on any major debit or credit card. If it's about buying whole foods and cutting them yourself, if it's about doing more prep in your own home, if it's about slicing onions without crying, if it's about making your own tuna salad or chicken salad and you want the celery and the onions inside of it, but you're tired of the tic-tac-toeing, this is a phenomenal product to use, and a safer, easier one than most that are out there.
Really safe, right? So you don't want to hurt yourself, so we're going to use the guard for a lot of things. Something that's really tall, you're actually not going to use the guard at first, but once it goes down small, you want to be able to put that guard on, because it's going to protect you. So this is a red ripe tomato. And watch how easy and fast this is going to go down all the way to a little bitty nub. Look at this, how thin that is. And it's perfect, even slices every single time. And that's what you want on your sandwich. You want, or whatever you're doing.
There's something else I think is really important. And I'm just gonna speak straight to those naysayers out there. You see $30, you see plastic housing, and you think, oh, this is gonna be Chinese junk.
Right, and it is not.
It's
the
not.
blade is so nice, it's so
It
sharp.
is German stainless steel. In fact, this entire device is manufactured in Germany. What you are getting is a premium top of the line prep device for your kitchen. And look at what else you can do with it.
You can do that with potatoes to make your own French fries. That's the first thing my husband started to do when we got this particular one, because it was so easy. And it's so much nicer to be able to make your French fries fresh instead of having to use something that comes out of a bag every single time. And it cooks up really nice. You don't have to add any extra oils to it. You can throw it in your air fryer. We sell a lot of those here. But look at these perfect steak fries. They're absolutely perfect. Every single one is even, and they're gonna cook evenly.
And you and I were joking about all the big, fancy, expensive ones. They have this giant stand. It's like you need a stool.
Right.
I mean, look, I'm not the tallest guy out there, but yet you need like a stool to get up and on it and use it. This one doesn't have that, but it does have these great little feet that'll sit right at the edge of a bowl to pour right into it, that gives you the angle that you need. It's really designed to be as simple and easy as possible, but give you the results that you're looking for. Before you go and spend $200 on the fancy schmancy one, before you buy one with 6 different attachments and here's the other 8 that you can buy later, try the Kitchen Master. It has worked for tens of thousands of your fellow customers, and right now you get it on sale. It's a product we almost never put on sale. It's $5.50 off the regular price. It's on FlexPay for only $6, and it is really a great way for you to, take control of what goes in the coleslaw when you make it yourself, because this is the hardest part of doing that.
And mandolins were actually made for coleslaw. The original ones, hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago, they were made, and they were wooden, and they had a metal blade on there, and you had 3 blades, and that was it. And this one, look at it, I can make it thin, I can make it thick, and it's your own ingredients, not the kind in the bag that you buy and you get home and it's all gross at the bottom. Have you done that? And it's such a shame. You spent the money and now you don't have a good meal to eat.
And everybody wants to cut cabbage a different way. You can cut it all different ways, all different styles of coleslaw when you have the Kitchen Master. It's funny, we got one of these for my mother-in-law, and she likes to make homemade pickles. And she sent us she sent us a jar, and she goes, "Do they taste any different?" And I said, "No, they're delicious. Why would they taste any different?" She goes, "Well, it's the first batch I've made without fingernails and skin inside of them."
That's great.
I was like, that's gross.
Unfortunately, that's probably
true. Right, she was like, thank you for saving my fingers, not to mention hours of my time.
Right, and look at the different kinds I did. Like this is more like a deli style slaw where I just put up one of the blades.
That's my favorite.
And that makes it, it's easier to eat.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna put on pulled pork or something like that.
I was just gonna say on a pulled pork sandwich.
Right, I know, we should take it over there to the Bella Slow Cookers. Right, but for onions, if you only did it for onions.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
stop
it's
the
perfect
tears.
for that. Oh, for sure.
So here's the thing.
Save your hands.
We've sold now over 10,000. Look, your fellow customers, they love this for a reason. The price is right. The features are phenomenal. The ease of use and cleanup is absolutely seconds. And it fits in a drawer. It's not 7 big bulky pieces. I gotta tell you, I use it every single day. And I wasn't a big mandolin guy. I was a stubborn guy who'd like, no, I'll just chop the celery with a knife, because I didn't want 7 things to have to clean up, and I didn't want to take off my knuckles.
Right, and it makes your life so much easier. I mean, how easy is this? You just slice that off. You take out the very center and the seeds, because you're not gonna eat that. And then you put it just on the flat blade, and just close that up. Which another feature, by the way, once this is closed up, easy. You put it right in your drawer. You don't have to worry about hurting yourself at all. But look at how easy this is. Just do this and wait till you see how thin. Perfect. You can do it. They're perfect.
Ooh,
they're
for stir fry.
exactly perfect.
I was just reading an article that said there's more vitamin C in peppers than there is in oranges.
Wow.
So it's a great healthy choice as you head into the new year.
That's very interesting.
I was very excited about that because it's my daughter's favorite vegetable. I was like, yes, she's gotten lots of vitamin C.
Perfect. And then you get the vitamins in there. And when you get down to the end, so that you keep your fingers safe, you have this awesome guard that you can put on there. And then you can get all the way down to the tiny little nub of it. Look at how thin.
Nothing gets wasted.
No.
And then use the top to juice your oranges, your lemons, your limes.
Manicure's still good.
And most important,
manicure
manicure still good, and the skin is still where it belongs, right? Right? Okay.
Exactly.
If you want orange, it is very popular and it is very limited. We've got blue, and we've got orange, we've got black, we've got green, we've got purple, and your 2 favorites this hour are the red and the turquoise. Shop for it. You don't have to buy anything else. That lemon squeezer, it's built in. It's not an additional purchase whatsoever. So take advantage while you have it on sale. Kat, it's a pleasure to work with you. Great to see you.
It's nice to see you.
Happy, healthy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right, we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Okay, now, so I know you're looking at an electric knife and you're going, I carved the Thanksgiving turkey, give me a break. Well, did yours break? Is it old? Is it rusting? Is it hard to work with? Well, we have a product from Cuisinart, obviously a brand everybody knows and loves, that is the fastest to customer pick ever for a Cuisinart product. This is an electric knife that you can use for bread. Our customers on hsn.com talking about using it for prime rib. They're using it to cut steaks. They're using it to cut sausages. And listen, it's an electric knife that comes with a carving board and a storage tray. You get all of it for $10 on any major debit or credit card. It has been wildly popular since it launched here at HSN. It is a perfect 5-star customer pick, and we've sold 4,500 of them. Now, I know the Thanksgiving turkey has already been carved, but there's lots of meats, there's lots of meals, there's lots of bread to be sliced, and you never have to smush or rip your bread again when you use that Cuisinart knife. It's coming up in just a little bit. Now, before we do that, Stephanie Roberts is already getting ready to entertain and delight us with our Bella linkable slow cookers. Now, these are a genius idea because you know we always want the entertaining stations. We want the warmers out for the Swedish meatballs and the cheese dip for the football championship games. You want to be able to serve hot meals. And normally, you have to buy this big, clunky, you know, like 3-system station. And you only take it out when you're entertaining. These are not only warming stations, but they're also slow cookers, they're also searers, and they're separatable. That is so not a word. You can separate them, and they actually are individual cookers. So you can take them with you RVing, you can take them with you camping, you can use them separated one at a time, or link all 3 together for that 3-tiered station. Now, if you were to go to the A website, you know, the one that's prices are always the best, you'll get 2 of these for $130. Here at HSN, because of our longstanding partnership with Bella, you get 3 individual slow cookers that can all link together for $89.95. That means you're spending less than $30 a slow cooker, and we ship them all to your door free of charge. They come in gorgeous colors. We've got our wildly popular stainless steel. We've got our usually sells out during the holidays Christmas red. We've got a beautiful vibrant royal blue. We have a brand new this year aqua color, and then the beautiful copper tone is available as well. Now, if you want copper, it is final call for the year. It is last call at the holiday price in that color. Now, Stephanie is gonna show you how, with the football championship games upon us, you're gonna be able to serve all of those meals hot. So I was gonna show you how you can actually cook inside these. I mean, they really do so many functions.
This is everything.
Times 3.
Yes, this is entertaining, this is daily cooking, this is anything you need. And what I really, really like about this is it's not just for the holidays. There's nothing worse than bringing something into your home and then being like, now I don't need it for 6 months. So you are getting, as Brett said, 3 individual slow cookers that look just like this. So each slow cooker, and again, cooker, not warmer. Yes, it has a warming function, but I can cook from raw on low or high right here. Now, what makes Bella so unique is that, yes, you get 3 of these. Each one comes, it's an individual cord, and I could separate them and have 3 different ones spread all across my kitchen. But they're linkable, so watch what I can do. I can link via the little side panel, these all in a row, and now I only need 1 cord to have 3 that you're getting, or 4, or 5, or 6, up to 6 linked slow cookers all together. So I have loved this for so many things, for graduation parties, for Easter, for the big football playoffs, for any time that you before would have had a whole bunch of cords hanging around. Hard to deal with. You mentioned birthday parties, did you win last month? This is how you make entertaining simple. Now, aside from the fact they're great slow cookers, and I'll show you how easy they are to unlink, what Bella has done is they've put in so many little extras. The first little extra I love, I'm gonna turn this one over even though we're still working with it. Look how they store. They stack, because what is worse than trying to find a space for a big, huge, clunky cooking or storing device? Most slow cookers, 4 quarts, 6 quarts, too big to store. More food than we need most of the time. 2.5 quarts per slow cooker. They store vertically, so they're easy to work with. And again, you have the option to link as you want. So let's step down and get some entertaining ideas.
I do love this, that the lids have a stand right there so that you never lose it. Nobody ever drops it. You can serve easily, let it be on display. And yes, you know the birthday last month.
It's my favorite
technically
story.
It was this month, but yeah, the sterno.
Yes.
Searching for sterno. with everything I had to do, getting ready to throw a birthday party for a 5-year-old, and I spent an hour searching for sterno.
And how much did you pay for it? And then you had to have the trays and the stands to go with it.
Exposed flame.
Exposed flame with 5-year-olds. Great job, Dad.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey.
But here's the other thing. If you do use anything of those chafing style dishes, boy, are those bulky.
Oh, yeah.
I have never owned a chafing dish in my entire life because I didn't have a place to keep it. And again, I'm very against things that I only use occasionally. Space is at a premium. So you will use one, if not two of these slow cookers all the time because we're slow cooking in them.
Well, and let's be honest, what you're serving right now, you know, that's football playoff game worthy, nobody pulls out chafing dishes for football Sunday.
Exactly.
But you'll pull these out, and now pulled pork served hot, Swedish meatballs served hot, queso dip that's actually still hot and
not
cheesy
gloppy.
and ooey-gooey and
Yes,
not gloppy and
cheese
weird.
is the worst. But look at this. I didn't just put the pork in here as a warming
You cooked
device.
it, didn't
I
you?
cooked it.
Yeah.
I cooked a 3-pound roast from raw right here because it's a slow cooker. And now serving is so easy. Here's what I realized once I brought these into my home. Yes, they're great for the entertaining, the 4, 5, 6 times a year you've got people over. But you know what else is hard? Keeping dinner warm any single night of the week.
Well,
so suddenly, even if you don't cook the meal in here, I'm serving the meal in here because I have them. And they're easy to get out. And they're easy to put on the counter. And then suddenly you're
and
doing...
they're easy to clean.
They're easy to clean. They go right into the dishwasher. So then you're doing hot chocolate on Saturdays because you can.
Yeah.
Then you're doing all sorts of things because you have them. So you're getting the 3 separate slow cookers, which, by the way, is just useful in itself because 2.5 quart slow cookers are a great size. But Bella's also giving us this 1 quart, we call it the little dipper, the little guy. Oh my gosh, suddenly your barbecue sauce is warm. Suddenly your syrup is warm.
Who needs a barbecue joint when you're serving warm barbecue sauce at home?
And you know what? I will admit, I copied this exact meatballs, pork, and queso for Christmas Eve. Do you know what turned everybody on? The barbecue sauce. Because it was warm.
It was also like the cool thing they'd never gotten anywhere else.
Exactly.
But listen, the regular season just ended. The playoffs are just going to begin. The Chicago Bears are going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, did I just
you
say that?
did. I'm with you.
I did just say that.
Love that.
So for all of my wonderful sweet friends in Chicago who we have all frozen our tootsies off in Soldier Field for year after year after year, who've all suffered since the days of the Super Bowl Shuffle and Jim McMahon, when you are throwing that big party on that big day, you could be entertaining with this. And that's what's so nice about it, is that any occasion becomes a special occasion. Any time that you have people over becomes a chance to really display your hard work and to let everybody serve themselves and have warm meals and not be slaving over it and have half of it end up ruined anyway.
Because it's easy. Bella has made every step of it easy. I love the way the lids sit here and drain right back down into it as opposed to all over the table. I'm not sitting there with the lid under my arm trying to dish. As a guest, you feel so awkward. You're like, what do I do with the lid? Oh my gosh, the spoon dropped into the bowl. No, it doesn't, because the spoons that come with it, a matching set of 3. This makes me look way more organized than I am when I pull it out, which makes me very happy. There's even a spoon rest on the edge of each of the little dishes. It'll never fall in. It's got a notch. They've thought of everything.
And that's why they're a customer pick. Because as you take it home and you start to use it, you go, oh my goodness, there's a place for my spoon.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, they gave me 3 matching spoons. Oh my goodness, there's a lid rest. And you get it at an amazing value. Remember, if you go to the A website, you'll get 2 for $130.
Yep.
Here you get 3 of them that can be used separately, that can be used together, that can be linked or unlinked and stored vertically. You get all 3 of them for $18. And the fact that HSN is paying the shipping tab on these is a big deal. This is a big box. This is a lot of slow cookers. You're getting 3 individuals plus the little dipper to go along with it. That's a lot of product. And you even get a 2-year guarantee from Bella to get you through the Bears' first and second championship game. So
and you're not the only one from Chicago. We might as well confess I grew up there as well. So we're a little biased over here today.
I don't know, there's no bias. It's
bias.
It's just the facts.
Just pride. Just pride. You know what else Bella has done by giving me this perfect 2.5 quart size? It's put dessert back on my menu. I don't have a lot of time to bake a cake, be in the house while it bakes, deal with all that. Slow cook one. This is 1 box cake mix. When you bake it in this enclosed environment, the steam, it's almost like a British pudding. It is so incredibly moist and delicious. Then we took a can of sweetened condensed milk. If you have never tried this, this is an amazing trick. We basically put it in a water bath for 8 hours. Look at the color of the caramelization. It's kind of like a con leche, a dulce con leche, and then it tastes just like burnt caramel, and we spread it all over the cake. That is the easiest dessert I've ever produced without doing anything.
Fantastic.
And my family is in heaven. So again, because I have it, I can do it.
And as we get busy in January, you know, I remember growing up, and the one thing my parents always fought about was the nights my dad didn't make it home in time for dinner.
Oh, absolutely.
My mom worked really hard.
Yep.
She cooked a home-cooked meal for us every single night.
And the chicken got dry, didn't it?
And then he'd complain about it, and
Yep.
it was the issue.
I can totally understand that.
When you have something like this at home, there's no more wondering, worrying, arguing, being frustrated that what you made went bad before anybody got to eat it. You've got 4 teenage boys. I would imagine nobody's ready to eat at the same time.
Absolutely not. With sports and working parents, this is a great way, even if you're not slow cooking the meal, as I said, to keep it warm, to put a beverage on. It's snow season. I've been so excited with the pictures on Facebook of people who get to sled and ski, doing all these great things. Put on some cider, put on some hot chocolate, put on some mulled wine, because it's easy. You're just gonna plug it in and leave it there. So that way, when you come back from an outing, you have what you need.
So all you have to do today is choose your color. Again, you're going to get all 3 cookers that when they're linked, you only have to plug them in one time, or individually, they each have their own cord and cable. You can take it with you RVing. You can take it with you camping if you've got a source of power. They really are a phenomenal helper in cooking, in entertaining, in serving. The cleanup is next to nothing. It's why they're so highly rated and reviewed. They've just delivered on the promise for absolutely everybody. And they're available today at our holiday price. Now, the holidays are over. January 1, holiday pricing is over. So if it's something that interests you, you get $10 off today, you get free shipping today, and we ship it all to your door for only $18 a month. That's any major debit or credit card, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee. All you do is choose a color. We've got red, blue, and aqua. We've got our 2 more classic colors to choose from. We've got the stainless steel, and if you want copper, it is officially final supplies. There's only about 100 of those left in stock to shop for. And I think a lot of people look at this and go, gosh, where were you 2 weeks ago?
Well, exactly, but here's the thing.
I'll tell you what, we'll be there next Thanksgiving, next Christmas when you get them now.
And you're gonna use it 10 times in between. I bought this specifically for my daughter's graduation party because I thought, okay, now I absolutely have to have it for what I wanted to do. I've used it 10 times since then.
Right.
And I couldn't have been more appreciative each and every time. So this next one where we've done the ham, the collard greens, the potatoes, you know, we're getting in the New Year's spirit. This is an example of how I did not cook the potatoes in my slow cooker. I just used it to have the sour cream and the butter and the spices get enveloped in there, but they're warm because if you want to eat at halftime and you want to eat in the 3rd quarter and I don't want to eat until that game is over because I'm all excited about it, that's fine. It's here, and that may happen on a Tuesday night, that may happen on a Thursday night. So whether it's a special occasion or every day, this is giving you options. And maybe for butternut squash soup, you're just gonna make 1 2.5 quart bowl of it, and that's it. But gosh, to have that soup piping hot no matter what time you need to serve the meal, that is absolutely worth its weight.
So this next station here is why I'm going to be showing up at Stephanie's house tomorrow at 8 a.m. with a plate.
Yes.
Because this breakfast station idea, I mean, you can run a bed and breakfast with this. Isn't this why everybody stays at one? For delicious, amazing served breakfast?
And it's so easy. Okay, so French toast casserole, put it in the night before. All I did was some challah bread, some egg mix, with some milk and some cinnamon and some vanilla. It cooked while I was sleeping. So when I woke up, there's a hot, delicious breakfast. I did this Christmas morning with eggs, sausage, and cheese. Everybody was in heaven. I set this exact thing up because, again, anytime you're running out the door, any weekend morning, anytime there's company, gosh, if you're really on the ball and you do this during the week, you're my hero, because breakfast is so hard. But there's no reason not to have a delicious hot piping breakfast. Then you can put your breakfast meat in it. Okay, I did not cook the sausage and the Canadian bacon in here. I had it frozen and I just warmed it up. But that's fine. It's ready to go. So anytime you have weekend company, in my case, it's usually just a big load of teenage boys. They don't need fancy.
Who all wake up whenever they feel like it.
Yeah, and it might be noon, but they still want breakfast. But the thing is, they need food and they need it when they want it, you know? So if you can have food on demand for your family, for your company, that's essentially what Linkables has done for me. It's there when you need it.
I think nothing's better than a product that you buy for a specific occasion and then you find it way outlives that, it way outlasts that. You use it way more than that. We all go crazy and overspend to have things look beautiful for our mother-in-law or look beautiful for the family photos. But when you can buy something that becomes a part of those special occasions but then has practical everyday uses, that's a home run.
And look at the beauty of the setup. You know, I find the hardest thing about entertaining, not making the food, I love to cook, presenting the food. So what Bella has done is made the presentation flawless and really thoughtless for me. Here are my spoons, there are my lid rests. It looks gorgeous set up all together. I don't even have to figure out extension cords because I only need one cord, depending how many I can link, and I can link up to 6.
So, if you're looking for a housewarming gift, if you know somebody who's going to be moving in 2019,
Great
this
idea.
is a phenomenal idea and a great way to go. If you know somebody who is the hostess with the mostest and you're looking for a way to step up your game, compete with them, or to help them with theirs, it really is a sensational experience that you'll get with the Bellas. And you're getting all 3 plus the little mini to go along with your purchase. You can even call them the Bellas and they'll maybe sing to you.
I know that movie reference. You and I are in mode today.
We are.
With the spoons, with everything. And you know what else too? It just makes the experience so much more fun for your guests and for you.
So we've got another great offer coming up. As you stay with us for the rest of this hour, we are going to spend the end of the hour together with the world's greatest blender, as far as I'm concerned. So imagine the power of the V brand or the B brand at less than half the price. Imagine not needing a manual and pulse and stop and wind and tinker with. Imagine pressing one button, walking away and getting hot soup, gorgeously smooth smoothies, perfectly made adult drinks with a touch of a button. This is a customer pick chef series blender from Dash. It's more powerful than the ones that they use when you go to a bar or when you go buy a smoothie. It's a $410 customer pick. Look at our price. To help you with New Year, New You, more smoothies, make your own nut butters so you're getting rid of all the sodiums and preservatives. As a phenomenal sales special, it is well over 50% off, and it's gonna close our hour together here in the kitchen. But before we get to it, Mark Gill is joining us straight off his famous Facebook show.
Hello, man.
He's here,
that's very nice.
He's here with your new best friend in the kitchen.
You said it.
I mean, this has been a whirlwind slam dunk success since the day we introduced the new Cuisinart electric knife here at HSN. Now, I know you've already carved the Christmas goose and the Thanksgiving turkey, but we need bread for sandwiches every single day.
Right.
We eat prime rib, pot roast, steaks and sausages on a nightly basis. No more ripping and smushing. The perfect slice every single time with a product that is the fastest to customer pick we've ever had in the kitchen here at HSN. Every single review for the electric knife from Cuisinart is a 5-star rave review. You are getting a cutting board to go along with it. You are getting a storage tray to go along with it. It's why we've sold almost 4,600 of these. It's a phenomenal product to buy. It's worth every single penny, and you can get it right now for only $10 a month.
You got it.
That was one whispery thin piece of bread you got. I thought you were going to look through it.
Isn't that cool? And I'll tell you what, we're going to talk about everything that makes this the fastest 5-star product I've ever seen. But before we do, guys, I got to tell you, once you get this in your hand, run, don't walk to the bakery section, because you're dealing with a knife from Cuisinart, which is going to give you absolutely unbelievable control and a blade unlike you've ever seen, because I got to tell you, I'm cutting this with a blade that's so sharp, Brett, there isn't even crumbs left. All right? Now, here's what I got to show you. You talked about, carving the turkey at Christmas and all that kind of stuff. So if this is what it looked like to you, I got to tell you something. Dad never wanted to carve the turkey because he wanted to carve the turkey. Dad wanted to carve the turkey because he wanted to play with the electric knife. And that's all there is to it, okay? And here's why. Because it is the cleanest, prettiest, fastest, easiest cuts. Brett, I'd like to say that knives like this, products like this, are the great equalizer. It makes everybody that chef in the kitchen. And I'm talking to you foodies here, because when it comes time to serve these dishes a little bit differently, all you need is the right tool, and now you have it. So here's an idea. The next time you're doing one of these turkeys, take the breast off the bone, just like that. I'll hold it for just a second there and slide this forward. And here's what I want you to see. That's a bad idea. Here's what I want you to see. That knife is going to go through that skin without cutting it, dragging it, flaking it, anything. Guys, it's perfect cuts every single time. And this is the kind of results you're going to get with the Cuisinart knife. You guys,
by the way, the carving fork, that's included too.
Absolutely.
That comes along with your purchase too.
And the board.
So the board, the fork, The amazing 5-star rated electric knife. And by the way, I love that they did a black one because I remember growing up, it was always white.
Bleach
and
white.
It always looked so dirty.
Exactly. So let me take you on a tour of the machine, okay? First things first, you've got a power button right there. But I got to tell you something, it's not going to work unless you hit the safety button. And that's really important, you guys. So it's not something that can be grabbed and turned on by accident. You've got 1, 2 blade release buttons. That's what pops your blade out, which is perfectly and 100% dishwasher safe, where you can just give it a quick wipe like that. And to pop it back in, you simply push the blades again, and you're ready to go. So let me show you a couple of things that makes this different. This is the typical blade that you're gonna find on an electric knife, usually the bright white one. Yep. They're they're thin, they're short, they're stubby, they don't really do much of a job. Have a look at our blade. It looks a lot more like a chef's knife or a Santoku knife. So guys, watch this, okay? Instead of a 100 or less watt knife, what Cuisinart has decided to give you is a knife with 130 watts. So now we're talking jobs in the kitchen that before, guys, you couldn't even do. You couldn't even think of doing it, and now it's easy. Imagine Sunday brunch with these board out to create those bowls. Don't you love it? Well, if you think that's cool, watch this. Here's a really neat trick for you, guys. Something you've never seen me do in this presentation is saw or hack or move back and forth. So when it comes time, by the way, my daughter loves these for a snack. This is terrific. Watch what I'm gonna do, okay? This is so fun. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not sawing. It's the quickest and easiest way to take care and cut all of those tomatoes. I'm going to bring it up here.
Here, I'll move this out of the way.
There we go. And watch that, you guys. Perfect cut tomatoes in a second. And to keep this going, because I like to show you all the things that this knife does other than the bread and the meat that we talk about. Avocados are the it food right now. Everybody loves them, right?
Yep.
But nobody likes to do that thing where you take the knife and go and then run it around the world and try and get the pit out. There goes the pinky, right? So guys, here's all you're gonna do. Give the avocado a little bit of a squeeze,
okay.
All right?
Yep.
That's gonna loosen up that pit inside, and watch this. You wanna talk about a powerful knife? Something you've never been able to work before in your kitchen? Guys, this is what Cuisinart does all the time.
Oh,
it doesn't matter that pit is there. So guys, watch this. Now, instead of that weird cut trick, it just pops right out. And I'll do you one better.
Okay, you just sold me. I'll buy one.
Well, I'll
take one today. That is, because I love avocado, and that is a pain in the what.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
And if you love soft cheeses, watch this, because rock hard is one thing, but when it comes time to not mess up soft foods, guys, I gotta tell you, that 130 watt motor shines. If you've ever tried to cut this before, it's a hack mess. It's squished, it isn't pretty. Guys, I'm gonna pause for just a second, and you gotta see this. Is that not the prettiest cut you've ever seen on fresh mozzarella cheese? We're not kidding around, you guys. Oh, yeah. This knife is out of this world. That's where the 5 stars come from.
Okay, so there's a reason we've sold almost 5,000 of these. As far as I'm concerned, 5,001 after I saw that avocado demo. If you go and you read the reviews, what I loved is what a bunch of people said was, oh, great timing, mine was broken. Oh, great timing, mine was dirty and gross. And then they said, but this one is so much better. I mean, I'm glad I got it because I needed one, but my goodness, is it a huge improvement from the one I've been using for years and years and years. And now it's shipping to your door free of charge. It's only $10 a month on a credit card. I know you're going, where were you guys 2 months ago? Well, you know what? We're here right now, and it's Cuisinart, so it'll still be working for you next Thanksgiving and next Christmas. And look at a gorgeous presentation. They give you this wonderful storage tray that houses your carving fork, that houses the blades, that houses the electric unit, and even clips right onto the cutting board that's included. You get all that you see on your screen right here for $10 on any major debit or credit card. Now, I know it's a little early to start talking Father's Day.
No, they didn't.
But Father's Day. From 2 dads.
Exactly.
Father's Day.
And you got to see this, dads. You're going to love this. Listen, this is no longer a meal. This is an investment, right? We got a very talented guy here. I talked to him, and he makes all of our he's the meat whisperer. I don't even think he turns the oven on. So guys, watch this. You want to do the best carving you've ever done with any kind of meats. This knife is unbelievable. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the bones off for Grandpa. That's for him. And then now we're talking the cleanest, prettiest, easiest slices you've ever seen. Like, it's right out of a cookbook, you guys. How pretty is that? It falls over just like you want it to. It cascades down. It gives you the look, and you get that incredibly clean cut. So if you've got an investment for a meal, this is the way to go. Now, you've got little ones, right?
I do.
How old are we?
Jack's 5 and Lily's 2.5.
Oh, okay. You got to watch this. You think the avocado did it? Well, here's a fun dessert to do with the kids. He's like, wait, what's going on here? Guys, come in here. You got to see this. You're going to take your favorite.
You're not going to make homemade ice cream sandwiches straight out of the pint.
You got it. You are going to take
that's cool.
your favorite 1-pint ice cream, and you're just going to let the knife do the work. 130 watts. bucks is going to go ahead and go right through that ice cream. Don't force it. You don't have to. If you've got dexterity issues, right? If you're just learning in the kitchen, you're trying to, new stuff, this is a great way to go. So just let that fall, give that a little cut, and then 1, 2, and 3, and you have the coolest, fastest, freshest ice cream sandwiches ever that, Brett, are made for sharing.
That is awesome. I got to tell you, even from the control room, I just heard mind blown. Every dad in America just became the coolest dads ever. I'll tell you what, show us what else you got, because this is too good. I can't not take a bite out of it.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, guys, this is for foodies. This is for people that want to try new dishes, exciting new things. So if you want to try one of those rudolins, where you go ahead and you just slice down, but with the knife, you just have to let it do the work. You're going to go ahead and you're going to let that meat just kind of butterfly out. And then when you're done, you go ahead and you stuff that with a little bit of cream cheese, bacon, and a little bit of chives, roll it back up and bake it. Absolutely beautiful. But it makes jobs like this easy. You don't need the chef coat, you don't need the time at school, you just need the right tools. And guys, this is the right tool. You've got the hybrid blade that never needs to be switched for different kinds of foods, dishwasher safe, extra long, extra wide, and extra powerful. So you can do all those jobs that all those other knives run scared from. You know what I mean? How's the sandwich?
They told me I had to stop eating so I could continue to do my job. So here's the thing. It's available for you on FlexPay free shipping. As you can see, this is not just about Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Exactly.
I mean, we're talking rotisseries from the grocery store, rotisserie chickens that you buy and just want to serve easily and quickly. We're talking homemade ice cream sandwiches for the kids, perfectly sliced bread.
Love it.
Easy to clean, easy to use, dependable, and from Cuisinart. We've never had a kitchen appliance get all 5-star reviews.
Not
on
this
the
quick, boy.
day that it launched, this quick, this fast. Somebody's got a complaint, right? No. Nobody has anything but raves to say about the Cuisinart electric knife. Remember, you're getting the carving fork, you're getting the carving board, you're getting the storage tray, and you join almost 5,000 of your fellow customers who are scooping up the fastest to customer pick, most highly rated and reviewed kitchen appliance that we have ever offered here at HSN. You are lucky to be getting it now while we have them in stock, because we did not expect to have 5,000 already sold. And just think about how quickly, simply, and easily you can handle some of the trickiest jobs in the kitchen.
And here's one of them, guys. The reason I do a sandwich like this is not to show you that it'll cut a sandwich. Here's why I want you to see this. Because clean as anything, look at this. It's gone through the bread, the turkey, the tomato, the lettuce, and even the seeds baked into it. Guys, this is a powerhouse of a knife. You're never gonna get cuts and results like that. Get it home, try it. You're gonna see why it's at 5 stars.
And that pineapple demo is just so cool.
I love it.
You feel like a strong man doing it, don't you? You're just like, watch what I'm doing. Husbands will do that. Wives, impress your husbands and do it. Mark, my friend, always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you,
Happy,
sir.
healthy New Year.
You as well, sir.
Your best soups and smoothies and our favorite blender, that comes up next, so stay with us.
The thing I love most about shopping at HSN.
Do I have to pick just one?
I'd have to say FlexPay.
It allows me to get the things I want now
And make monthly payments.
Without any interest or fees.
I got a new mattress for the guest bedroom, a fabulous cookware set for my sister's wedding.
and a little something just for me.
FlexPay gives me the flexibility to buy what I need now.
Without the stress of having to pay for it all at once. And no interest. Beat that layaway.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
Welcome to Generation Wow. For over 75 years, HP has been the leader in innovation, pioneering technology through cutting-edge products and forward-thinking solutions. HP makes life better for everyone, everywhere. From laptops and desktops to monitors and printers, the visionaries at HP create experiences that amaze. Let their experts help you reinvent how you work, play, and live. HP and HSN. Keep reinventing. Only on HSN.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here at HSN. My name is Brett Chuckerman, and Stephanie Roberts is joining us with HSN's favorite blender. I mean, the #1 top seller here at our network at an amazing sale price. Now, do you see what she just did? All your New Year's resolutions, more leafy greens, more lovely, wonderful fruits and vegetables, getting your daily servings in quickly and easily. Most people buy blenders to make smoothies. What about, gosh forbid, a smoothie that was actually smooth, not chewy or chunky, and did it without adding water or coconut milk or anything else to it because of the power of the blender? Well, that's what you get when you buy a Dash Chef Series blender. Now, 1,400 watts of power is the most powerful blender you can buy for at-home use. Yes, we're talking about the same power as that fancy B brand, as that fancy V brand that you need an owner's manual and a professional expert in your home to use to know exactly how to do it. The Dash is push button, simple digital brain technology. Now here's what's exciting. What we're doing for you today, well tonight, is we're offering you the opportunity to get a Chef Series premium powerhouse of a blender for under $1 a day. In advance of New Year, New Year's resolutions, eat healthier, do more things at home, make your own soups to get rid of preservatives and sodium, make your own smoothies to keep the sugar and the additives out of them, we're giving you an opportunity to buy our top-selling customer pick $410 blender, and it's worth $410 for $169.95. You still get a 30-day money-back guarantee. You still get the opportunity to take it home and try to make your own almond milk and try to make your own peanut butter. You get the opportunity to try it out and see that it delivers on every promise that we make with this model. It is a $410 blender that you can buy right now for less than $1 a day. And you can personalize it in these beautiful, wonderful colors. You can even make hot foods, hot soups, hot chocolate sauces, because it's not about a heating element, it's about the power of the blender itself.
It's all about the power. Think about it. You don't, yes, please grab that. You don't do lawn work with a push mower when you need a riding mower, right? So you shouldn't use a blender that was cheap and you thought it was gonna be a bargain when you're trying to get quality results. You'll burn out the motor, not with Dash. 1,400 watts, 2.5 horsepowers, the smoothest green smoothie you will ever see. I am not a green girl. I choke down my greens because I know I have to, but not anymore because there's no chewing, there's no chunks. You didn't even take a breath and you took yours right down.
No, seriously, I just got fruits and vegetables for the day, even down into the bottom. You don't see any pieces, you don't see any chunks. I didn't chew anything. They call it a smoothie, they don't call it a chewy.
And here's the thing, that is not the case with all blenders. Trust me, the whole reason I haven't done well with green smoothies is I didn't have the right blender. Let Dash change it for you. The interface alone makes everything you do easy. This is not just a blender, it is a smart blender because I am picking programs such as Smoothie. It ramps up to pull the greens down to the blade, then it rests and evaluates. Oh, okay, I need to do it again. Up goes the blender again, down goes the fruit and vegetables to the blades. All I did was hit Smoothie and walk away. So you're getting a brain and power all in one.
Right, there is no trick of the trade. You walk away and it does it for you, and it's beautiful. It belongs countertop. Now, we're gonna show you some hot foods, so we wanna get you a chance for you to see those in action. You do not need a heating element, and you do not need to buy a $500 blender in order to get those results. So we've got homemade soup, which, by the way, has no added preservatives or sodium or salt to keep it on the shelf longer. What a difference to your health and well-being. And we're gonna make homemade chocolate dipping sauce too.
Yes, we are. So here's the thing I want you to do. Take a look at the can sitting on your shelf and read all those weird words. That's what you're putting in your family if you're using the soup with the preservatives. Dash's motto is unprocess your food. This is the best example I can think of. I've got carrots, I've got tomatoes, I've got onions and fresh herbs. All I do is, again, set to soup, push start, and walk away. I do not have to figure out how long it needs to run. I do not have to figure out at what speed it needs to run. It immediately puts all those ingredients down into the blades, and because of the power, the friction will heat this soup to 180 degrees, which is important because a lot of people are following a raw diet.
Yep.
They don't want their food to hit 212. So 180 is absolutely perfect. I like the fact that I'm not gonna have to transfer a whole bunch of liquid to a stock pot and then heat it up. Dash is going to do the work for me. All right, I know we're talking new year, new you, let's be healthy. I don't ever cut out chocolate. There are some that think dark chocolate is quite healthy for you. So when we do a nice dessert treat, once again, I use that soup function for the friction. I've put some cream, some dark chocolate chips. Not only is this going to turn into a lovely liquid, it is also going to warm it. You know what is hard to cook? Chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
And you know why? Because it gets gloppy, it sticks to the pan. Not anymore.
So before we make margaritas and peanut butter and almond milk and rice flour, I want you to come over here with me for just 1 second, because I do need you to see what we've got hidden over here in the corner. This right here is Dash's iconic aqua color. It is their #1 top seller. It sells out every single time it's brought in stock, and you are getting this at the best value we have ever offered. If you want our top selling, most popular aqua, we are already down to less than 200 in this color. You guys have always loved aqua. It's always been your favorite. I don't want you to miss out on it because it's a rare treat when it's actually out on our set, because it's available to purchase, but it's only for about 200 of you. And remember, you're saving $230. You're saving more than you're spending. Now, we know all the New Year, New You sales, they all start in the next couple days. We're giving you early access to this right now to get it to you faster so that you can start making your own coffee grounds, so that you can start making rice flours, so that you can start making baby food simpler and easier, so that maybe you've stopped letting your kids eat peanut butter because you looked what's inside the jar you're buying at the grocery store, and there's 7 things you can't pronounce, and you realize they're all in there so it can stay on the shelf for 15 years.
Which isn't necessary.
And you think, maybe I shouldn't be serving my kids that peanut butter. Make your own and know exactly what goes inside.
Because it's so easy. I mean, here's the deal. We're both busy working parents. It's hard to do things by scratch when it takes too much time, when it's cumbersome. Not anymore. When you have a tool like this, everything is easy. All right, we are in still a little bit of party mode since we're not quite to New Year's Eve, so let's talk frozen drinks. Whether they are adult-based or kid-friendly, the consistency that comes out of this would equate that corner store machine where your kids want to pull down the handle. Like, you can't buy a bar blender that does as good a job as this. So I'm gonna put in ice, and I'm not just putting in any ice, I'm putting in that hard freezer-made ice. Now, the other thing I can do, I'm putting on my lid, and by the way, you will see me struggle to pull it off. Good.
Yeah.
I want a good silicone seal on this lid.
Just like it's not quiet, because it's got a real 1400 watt motor inside of it.
You don't want quiet.
Yeah, your lawnmower, if you had a quiet lawnmower,
it's not doing any jobs.
Not cutting your grass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yes, this does have a powerful motor. Yes, it's gonna make some noise as it takes out this ice, but if you want it to take out ice and make it smooth, it's gonna have to. I am going to set it to frozen. Once again, I am going to push the button and watch it go. I mean, literally that was 1 series and I'm 90% through the ice. We'll give it 3 just for kicks.
But it's stopping and starting on its own. You're not standing over it, babysitting it, pulsing it, stopping it. It knows what to do.
It knows exactly what to do. But if I want to control it, I certainly can. We'll do the peanut butter on our own. But have you ever seen hard chunks of ice go to a puree like this literally in seconds? I mean, the speed is absolutely amazing. So suddenly when the kids are like, oh, can we please have strawberry slushies? And all I have to do is put in fruit and ice and a little liquid? Absolutely you can.
Especially when the strawberry slushie from home is made from strawberries versus the strawberry slushie at the corner store
is made from red dye number 4. Yeah, exactly.
And sugar and corn syrup and sugar.
Exactly.
Yep.
Look at the consistency there. It is all about the end result. This blender with 1400 watts and 2.5 horsepower does exactly what you expect it to do every time you push the button. And nothing is more valuable than that.
And today it does it at the lowest price it has ever been offered at. In the 8 years that I've presented this product, the thousands of blenders that we've sold, $169.95 is absolutely a steal. And we even have new colors. We've got rose gold that's brand new and never been offered before, and it's this gorgeous metallic finish. That's a brand new color for us, as is the beautiful champagne that I have down here ready to make some rice flour for those of you who are trying to reduce your gluten intake in the new year. This is available for you, champagne for the first time. And then there's actually two blacks. There's the classic black, and then there's a new matte black finish, which is what Stephanie was using to make the original smoothie that we started with. You can make this a personal choice. It makes a gorgeous, wonderful housewarming gift.
Absolutely.
It's a great wedding gift. It's a blender that beats out all other blenders. And again, what you will experience at home is the same, if not better, than the $500, $600, $700 competitors that are out there.
Could not agree more. I have never owned one of those V or B blenders because I quite simply just wasn't willing to make that kind of investment. I am so glad I did not, because now there is this and the quality is there. Okay, let's talk nut butters, because whether they're almonds or peanuts or what, Brett is so right when he says if you read those jars, you will be alarmed at the preservatives and chemicals and the sugar that's in there. If you go to the health food stores and grind it yourself, you'll be alarmed at the cost. Don't do it. Buy nuts in bulk and do it at home. We've used honey roasted peanuts, gives it a little bit of a sweet kick. I'm gonna choose manual on my blender here, but I can't wait to show you how quick it's going to go. So I'm gonna add a little time, and I'm not gonna need it all, but I wanna show you how I can do everything the way I wanted to. I'll put a minute on the clock. Then I'm gonna go ahead and turn my speed up just slightly. As I get it going, I'm gonna turn it up higher. But Dash is also giving us this tamper. Now, I can tamp nothing. You can already see those nuts going right down in the blade. It legit doesn't really need me. In fact, I haven't touched it yet. The butter already forming at the base. I'm gonna go ahead and push the ones from the top to the middle, just because I want it to go a little bit quicker. I'll be honest, I'm in love with this tamper. You can't mess it up. You can't touch the blades. There is virtually no way to do this wrong, but if I want to speed up the process of something like nut butter, this is the best way to do it. And did you notice I did not add one drop of oil?
No oil.
Now you hear the noise. That's working through the bottom nuts, but do you see that butter forming without one drop of oil? Now, I have made nut butter from scratch from many other devices that I have used, but I have never done it without adding one drop of oil.
And by the way, if you want some tips, some tricks, how to make delicious soups at home, how to make your best smoothie, there's a book that's available for you. You can ask about it while you're placing your order for healthy and satisfying juices, smoothies, and snacks. It'll teach you how to make hummus, how to make kale chips, all sorts of yummy goodies, and you can use your blender for all of it. The cookbook is on your screen right now. It's a $19.99 book. It is on 5 flexible payments. And again, you're saving $230 on your customer pick premium Dash Chef Series blender when you buy it with us today. You know, when we set out for New Year's resolutions, I think sometimes the answer is empower yourself. You know, buy the new tool that you get excited about using, but that also allows you to reach your goals. You know, peanut butter is not all that unhealthy. It's just unhealthy when you buy it in a jar because it's loaded with sodium.
And why do we not do it ourselves? Because it takes too long, because it's too much work. I set the clock for a minute. I was done in 30 seconds. 30 seconds to this quality peanut butter. And by the way, if you've never unlocked the goodness of a fresh nut, it tastes 800 times better, because I'm a huge peanut butter aficionado. There's nothing I love more. It's so much better. When we did this airing this morning, I got off and literally ate the entire thing of peanut butter.
Well, and you go to the other naturals at the grocery store, you have to stir in the oil. It's separated.
I got one of those
this
week. It was weird. It was flat out weird with a big inch. All right, I want to show you more frozen food.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it. So we've got a few more things to show you. You can actually make your own almond milk. You can make your own rice flour. There's a lot of great tricks that you can pull off when you own a blender like this, but it is right now that you get it shipped to your door for under $1 a day. I mean, think about it. Less than $30 a month. That's less than $1 a day. What is the cost of one milkshake? What is the cost of one smoothie? What is the cost of one of those fancy jars of organic, natural, weirdly separating peanut butter?
It was so weird.
And you can do it all yourself. We've gotten used to it in our house, but it's every time I hate
don't get used to it. Do it this way.
I'll do it
this way. Promise me. Okay, so desserts are going off my menu in the new year, I will admit, but this can stay on the menu. These are frozen strawberries with a little bit of milk. This is sorbet. I don't need sugar. I don't need all those additives. This will stay on the menu.
You know, it's
Berries
funny,
are healthy.
I go on a sugar detox January 1st every year.
Yep.
And somebody saw me eating fruit and they went, well, that has sugar in it. I said, listen,
Not added
I'm
sugar.
talking refined sugar. I'm not an animal. I gotta, you know, I gotta live.
Exactly. And you know what? No matter what diet you're following, usually a little berry is acceptable because of the fiber.
Of course.
So I don't feel bad. And you know what? My kids aren't going to give up all dessert, but they also aren't going to know that I am making sorbet without adding the show. Now, I know this is making all sorts of noise. Good. Those are rock hard strawberries. I want those rock hard strawberries to turn into the creamiest consistency that you have ever seen. If there's one takeaway you get from this presentation, do not let noise alarm you. That is 1,400 watts going through frozen strawberries. This is exactly what I want it to be doing. All right, let's take a look.
Let's be honest, some things in life are not meant to be quiet. You know, chainsaws, lawnmowers.
And you know what? Those are
rock concerts.
Those are very satisfying things. Yeah. Chainsaws, lawnmowers, and a blender that takes care of frozen food in absolute seconds. This to me is all about eating the things that you love, but knowing that it's okay, you know? And again, there's that silicone seal, takes a good pull off, and I'm glad it does. Oh, I'm in heaven. Look at this.
Listen, if you were thinking about, I know I need more smoothies, I know I want to make homemade soups, I know I need some healthier choices in the new year, maybe I'm going to go gluten-free and I need to make my own rice flour, and you were thinking about buying that $600 or $700 blender, I'm not trying to try this one first.
Yep.
You know, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. On FlexPay, it's less than $1 a day. There's really no tricks to it. The digital brain does all the work for you. If you get it home and you use it for a month and you go, you know what, I need to spend 3 times the money. I need to. Then you can.
You go right ahead.
We'll take it right back from you. But this is the first time we've got it in the fun metallic finishes. This is one of the only times we have it available in aqua. And regardless of the color that you buy, the price that you spend for the results that it will give you will outdo any blender you ever own. And you know, my daddy taught me at a very young age, you buy smart or you buy often. And most of the blenders that you buy, you burn out the motor in 6 months. It doesn't work on half the things you want it to work on, and you end up keep rebuying them anyway.
Exactly.
Invest in the right one. You'll get more out of it, and it'll last longer.
Well, and if you're going to invest in your health, like I know you want to, you're either going to invest by paying too much for the prepared healthy food, or you can do it yourself. The upcharge for things like rice flour and almond flour in the stores is absolutely crazy. Why? Rice isn't expensive. You know, buy a bag of rice, use a blender with the 1,400 watts. Okay, I'm under 30 seconds here, and I just milled flour. So now I can go ahead and make the things that my family wants. Do you see how it gets drawn into the blade? I don't have to do anything, and the consistency is amazing. It works the same for grinding your own coffee, almonds, anything that you want to do. In 30 seconds, this looks like beach sand. I mean, that is how fine it is. This would make an absolutely amazing crust. I could use this for anything, and it couldn't be easier.
It looks like one of those little Buddha boards. You know, we could start drawing on it and meditating.
And be fun. We're supposed to be cooking, but you know what? It's okay to have fun with your food.
Okay, so we've got only about a few moments left to go. I will let you know aqua is down to less than 100 now, so if you want that color, I highly recommend you order. Stephanie's got 2 more demonstrations, and she saved one of my favorites for last.
Well, you know what? Let's do coffee beans, and then we are going to pop over and double check on our soups as well.
Yeah.
But I do want to show you this real quickly, because again, coffee beans are just something else that we can do it with. Go ahead and get it turned up, and you will see very quickly it's going to draw those beans right down in, and I'm going to be able to see that I don't need to buy a separate coffee grinder. I don't need 10 machines in my home. If I want fresh ground coffee, let's use the blender. Your blender probably doesn't do this because it isn't 1,400 watts. My coffee grinder doesn't do this. Not this quickly. Look at that.
Not this well and not that much at once.
And not that much at once, exactly. So now I've got fresh coffee, as I'm throwing tops around, for the week. And oh, the smell. All right, now, so you're a big almond milk fan. I didn't know that.
This blew my mind when I realized, I know how expensive almond milk is.
Yes.
I'm trying to cut down on lactose. And my stomach has decided it's angry at lactose now. I guess that comes with age. And the idea of making your own, genius.
Fresh almonds, water, and that would be the ingredients for clean almond milk. That's all it takes. But what it takes is a very good blend, because you don't want to chew your almond milk.
No.
You want your almond milk to be rich and creamy. That's what 1,400 watts of power does. It takes spinach, it takes grapes, it takes almonds, and it makes them creamy.
And in our last moment together, we do want to check on the hot foods. For those of you that think, well, the $600 blender, it's got a heating element in it, right? The $600 blender. It does soups, it does hot chocolate, it does all sorts of stuff that this blender just can't do. It's not a heating element, it's power and friction. And this one absolutely can, at the touch of a button that says soup, make fresh, homemade, you control the ingredients, no preservatives, no salts, no additives. You can make piping hot, delicious soup. I mean, that is tomato, spinach,
It is
onion.
gorgeous. The smell is absolutely amazing. It smells like freshness, and the steam is pouring off at 180 degrees, and all we did was blend. It could not be easier. And yes, in the new year, we will keep just a little bit of decadence involved here. I want to show you the steam that happens when I open this. This is my absolute favorite. It's going to be heavenly warm chocolate. Do you see that? It is pouring off. No, there is no heating element in here. No, you don't need to buy a $600 blender to do this. The friction, the 1400 watt motor created with the Dash blender just made the most amazing and evenly heated chocolate fondue. I could use a double boiler on the stove and stir for 30 minutes. I can't get this quality.
$230 off while it's available. Almost 5,000 sold. Last call rose gold, last call aqua. Treat yourself to a better blender and all of your health goals for 2019. Happy Healthy New Year, my friend.
Okay, well, I'll have chocolate one last time.
Enjoy the last few moments before we get there. I know I've been gorging a little bit on sugar and chocolate because it's all starting in just a day.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to give you a great hour of home solutions coming up in our next hour, and it's basically about what you need for winter. And well, our today's special is all